Do you ever get this question and kind of freak out? Oh, so where are you from? Do you answer where you were born, where you grew up, where your family is from, your background, ethnicity, where you've lived the longest, where you feel that you formed your identity, or simply yell out one of your passports? Living in Germany, I tend to say that I'm from the US because that's where my family lives. But sometimes I'll get a, oh, you don't look American. Well, the reality is that I was born in Mexico City. When I was 8 years old, my family and I immigrated to the United States. I grew up in a multicultural community in New Jersey and then moved to Washington, D.C. to study my bachelor's, and I also worked there for several years. Now I'm doing my master's degree in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm engaged to a German fiance. It's a mouthful. So I've started to stick with the US because not only does my family live there, but that's where I feel that I've formed my identity and that I've contributed the most. But the question is really tricky because where is it really coming from? Is it trying to ask, hey, you look ethnically ambiguous, let me ask you where you're from? Or is it trying to build a bridge coming from another Latino? Is it simply gauging the native language or background of the other person? Or is it even more simple than that and asking, where is home? Where do you go back to for the holidays? And all of these underlying questions have different answers. So that's why this next follow-up question really stumped me. So I was talking to this Latino classmate in my German class who decided to grill me on why I would ever say that I'm from the US when in reality I was born in Mexico and even grew up there until I was 8 years old. Why would I ever reject where I'm really from? I was perplexed. His question had validity, though I could not really put it into words how my background and experience has shaped me into who I am and why I identify as an American. It's the same experience or feeling that one has as a longtime immigrant or a dreamer belonging to a country that does not fully recognize you as its own. Second, I felt attacked. In my head, I struggled with the concept of rejecting where I'm really from. I mean, how could I be proud of a country that my family had to leave because of lack of opportunities? A country in which I never really saw the true beauty because we were trapped in a cycle of poverty, and one that continues to topple anyone trying to climb up the ladder. Third, I still don't have an answer. Instead, I have even more questions. How is it that some people can hold on to their native country much better than I could? And who's to decide that the country of birth is your forever national identity? What is the right answer? So I turned to my favorite writers from the Age of Enlightenment. When I was 16, they taught me to be true to myself, and it's a concept that I struggled growing up because I wasn't there yet. I was not yet my best self. So perhaps what I'm rejecting is just that. I'm not this poor kid from Mexico. I dream of being a success story, and I'm still on that journey. So I guess all this to say, whenever I'm asked this question of, where are you from? Although it may seem like a simple conversation starter, it really is one that I struggle with. So if you've had a similar experience, or your parents are from different countries, you grew up in different parts of the world, what has your experience been like? Which country do you decide that is your own, or what would you actually tell people? I'd love to hear from you, so let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.